didn't look the case the first two games.
No, not at all, because they were so, well, let's just say under pressure the opening night, and it can go with you or go against you, and it went against them. But what a response. They weren't great, but they were better, and then they played an amazing last 5-6 minutes where lesser men would have just crumbled. Lesser men would have said, you know, that's it. And Germany at that stage were unbeaten. And they go, Eliyahu in shot there, sparked it at the beginning, but down the end of the game, Richard Howe was just unbelievable. The game was slipping away, his defensive effort tremendous, and it gave themselves an opportunity. And Panini's last three just sealed it. And it was just an emotional night. And if they can ride that positive emotion, as I say, anything can happen.
Well, they finally got the monkey off their back. They got the win they needed. There was a lot of pressure in and around town whether this team would be able to perform in front of this crowd. They don't have to worry about that anymore. They can just go out and play basketball. Time to take a break and get set for the national anthems between these two nations. An opening tip is not far away.
שרים את ההמנון הלאומי של ישראל, התקווה.
You'd expect, this place is already jumping. A ticket to Istanbul on the line. Georgia coming in off of the emotional victory, a 2-point win against Lithuania. Israel blew their first two chances and finally got that one victory, a comeback big-time win against Germany. They have one win apiece, 2 losses across the board. They are the referees that will keep this game in check. Emotions will be running high, so a lot of pressure will be on these three gentlemen.
Yeah, but there's pressure on the players. They're like the third team out there. They've got to work as a group. They will. And these guys are the top in the continent, so they've been in big Champions League games. There's nothing like national team basketball, even for the officials. And I'm expecting that. I'm expecting another great atmosphere as well. There's a lot of expat Georgians that are going to be cheering on their team. And Pachulia's had a good tournament, but you're almost waiting for him to dominate a game or take over a game. Sengalia started like he was going to be one of the MVP of the tournament candidates, and has had some really up and down moments. And that, as he has gone, so have Georgia. Great first game, up and down the next. Michael Dixon has been consistent, but he's really putting in some miles. And that's pretty much with Markoshvili and Sinzadze, the lineup that they've gone with most times. Expect Shamadini to come off the bench and put in big minutes, because he was the only guy that showed up in the last game.
On the other end of things, Israel, as we said, they finally got that victory at home. Now they can go out there and just play some basketball.
And it's Richard Howell was a phenomenon on the third game. He was very honest with the press after the second game where he fouled out. He said he had to play controlled. He said he would have to be in the game for more minutes, and he was. And he controlled himself. No fouls in the first half. Omri Caspi has been good, and he's been under pressure. Maybe now the monkey, as you say, it's off the back. Maybe he'll relax and play. I think Mikel's got to be aggressive. Eliyahu maybe needs to play more minutes if they wanted some consistency on the inside, because their biggest issue is they're not deep. They've got a lot of experience on the bench, and as you see the two guys, Howell with 17.3 points, rebounds and assists, 23 points, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Sengalia opening day was phenomenal.
Yes.
Quite possibly the best overall performance we've seen of a guy in any of these games. But after the first quarter of the second game, fairly anonymous by his own standards. Coach Zurich told them there would be a problem, warned them again, and then there was a problem. Now hopefully he will just have to get them back on track now. You get them back on track, they'll be in Istanbul and no one will want to play that team.
Not at all. That's their goal. Both these two teams want to get to Istanbul. Tel Aviv Arena will absolutely be rocking. As you mentioned, a lot of Georgian expats living here in this country. There's going to be a lot of Georgia support here, so don't expect it to be all Tel Aviv, all Israel. There's going to be a lot of noise for the team in red tonight. As we take a look at Coach Eldenstein, a lot of pressure on that man, and finally got the win. The press relaxed on him a little bit in the press conference.
Well, they relaxed on him, but I'll tell you, the great thing about him is he represents his players, and he represents his country remarkably well. He feels like he's hosting the whole party at times.
Yeah.
And he's a great coach. He's a very honorable man, and his team reflect that. Because I think he included, everybody felt the pressure of the first ever Eurobasket on the first day. And that almost got the better of everybody. Done a great job turning him around, great job staying positive, and now they've got a chance. And that's all they needed, a chance. And now they've got one, can they deliver?
How do they respond after a win? That is the question that will be answered over the next 48 minutes. Pachulia and Howell with the tip. We'll let the fans tell you how it feels in this arena.
Be interesting to see how Howell tries to guard Pachulia. It's just that he can't play him size-wise.
Here is the first touch for Pachulia, falling away, and he missed.
Why does he fall away? Just power up.
Mikel had a nice game in the victory against Germany. Eliyahu got them started early. He's the one that really got the party going here in Tel Aviv Arena. Mikel, floater, in and out. Look at Howell, already on the board! And a foul!
Wow, what a start for Howell. Pick up where you left off. Great positioning. That's the thing that got him the spot. He just got position and held it, and then his athleticism took over. In the same way that he has issues with just the sheer strength for Pachulia, Pachulia's going to have huge issues with his athleticism.
Free throw up and good. Zaze. Kick to Dixon. Howell on that show inside Pachulia. Plenty of time on the shot clock for him to work. Now 5, and Howell draws the first foul. Keep an eye on that, because that may dictate how much he plays in this game.
and he can't go to steal it. Look how wide Pachulia is, look how big, look how bulky, look how much he's got to reach around. If anyone is going to steal it, it's going to be someone coming down to jam down and double team when he's in the post.
Sengilia driving at Eliyahu, he rejects him. Still Georgia basketball, and they turn it over.
Wow, it's Eliyahu down the offensive end 2 nights ago. He's just come out of a block on Sengilia on this play, where he just shows you he has played a lot of EuroLeague basketball. He's played against some of the best players on the continent. He knows what he's doing out here defensively.
Howe is looking to find Dawson. Let's keep the ball, and Eliyahu inside. It looked as though Georgia expected the ball to go out of bounds. Everyone stopped, and Eliyahu found open space on the floor. Sengilia on the defensive Eliyahu, falling away and hits. Too early on. Howe kicks it back out to Mikal. Mikal tried to find Howe. Howe still tracks it down in the paint now, up strong and finishes.
I tell you, there's one team here that is so active, and there's another team I'm not really sure. Georgia's backs are they're getting outworked. How can they get outworked in this environment?
Bad habits seem to follow them, because that wasn't the case in game 1, but in games 2 and 3, it was the case. They did start off slow. Sengilia was really the spark plug in game 1. Let's see if he sparks them again. Caspi with the dig down on a shot clock violation here. Israel really feeding off of this crowd, it seems like. Coach Zuros not impressed right now with the effort.
Yeah, this becomes again, this isn't technical, is it? This isn't like we're going to do this or that. This is character. How are you going to respond in this situation, in this environment? The gym's not even full. It's the first time it's probably amazingly fewer people here than I expected.
Mikal to Howe, floater, can't hit, and Sengilia pulls it down. There are people still trying to get to their seats.
Yeah. Where were they 3 minutes ago?
The ones that are here are making noise, and they'll make more noise after that block by Eliyahu. Dixon for 3. Can't hit. Howe battling with Pachulia. Last touch by Georgia. I'm sorry, last touch by Israel of Georgia basketball. 14 on the clock.
I tell you this, the way this game is started, Eliyahu's doing it at both ends. It won't be that long before I don't think Zuros may go to his bench. He may have a look at Shamadini, may have to look at Snadzi.
Marcus Fila. Dixon, floater, uses the window, no good. Caspi, first time he touches the ball. Mikal on the other end for 3. Sengilia pulls down the rebound. Pachulia, Caspi, and the referee right there saying, you got to get up. It's not a flop. We're not going to give you that. (7-4) early on. Howe. Dawson. Chance of Omri Caspi. Ringing through the crowd. And it's a travel. No basket. There we look at the Caspi play. I don't know. He did take it squarely in the chest. Fortunate there for Pachulia, in my opinion. And get called with the charge. There it is again. And the arm was a little bit extended. As long as they're consistent, that's okay.
And then we've seen a couple of those today that have been called. So
Sengilia inside. Nice move. Well, Georgia's weathered the storm early on here. Getting it back to a 1-point game. Dawson. There's Mikal using the screen. Inside, Caspi! Can't finish, he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is a little bit reminiscent of some of the other Israeli games where when they're active and they're moving, they get options like this, but it's when they have to start rotating people that have a problem. It's a great penetration. And straight off the bat, You saw Markoshvili just got lost, and Mikel recognized it, laid it out there. Caspi does a great job reading it, but it's movement.
Yep.
Every spot they've probably got, apart from Dixon perhaps, they've got a foot speed advantage.
He struggled from the line, has Caspi. He goes 1 of 2 on that trip. Sinzaze. There's Markoshvili using the Pachulia screen. Back to Sinzaze. They have Pachulia in his sweet spot. Can't get it to go. 2 on the shot clock. Sengilia to Pachulia. They won't get it off. Good defense again by Dawson. He got some help that time, but was able to stay down on his feet and not foul.
It's almost like Pachulia is really trying to force the issue on the inside. And he's not really that type of player, is he? He's just a big, strong guy that can score. He doesn't have to make too many moves. He's really almost trying to carry some load.
He's trying to bait Dawson into a foul situation and help him pick up his second instead of allowing it to come within the flow of the game. Mikel, Dawson for 3. Boy, it's been tough shooting for Dawson. If he's able to knock down a couple, it might get him going, and it'll look good for Israel. Dixon, that might get him going as he knocks down a 2 to tie things up here. The 4:40 to go in the first. Yahoo on the defense of Sengilia. Yahoo spinning. Finds Howell. Howell grabs his own. Goes back up and finishes.
He's just so active. He never ever stops working on the glass. Someone's got to put a body on him, either on the drive or on the rebound. They've just got to play physically. They play with it. If he's in space, he's just too quick. Doing a great job.
Count it and the foul. Zaza Pachulia.
And that's much more like what he should be. Getting it deep and just going through contact strong.
It's Dawson who picks up the foul, not Howell. So that's 1 on Dawson. Howell still with his 1 foul.
Howell doesn't. I think Howell of 3 nights ago would have tried to block that.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Knows how important he is to the team. Ton of noise in the building now for Zaza Pachulia at the line. He can't quiet the crowd. Score stays deadlock at 10. Mikel inside to Howell. Looking for options, he finds Dawson. Caspi uses a screen. Now Dixon hounding him. Caspi over Dixon. Just a bigger man rising up over a smaller man.
Tough move though, in space, got his little bump on the way out. Good defense from Dixon. I think Caspi's so much better when he just does stuff as opposed to worrying about an extra move or trying to put the ball up there a little high.
There he is on the steal now. Out in the open floor, Mikel behind the back to Howell.
Great composure, great control because he lost it.
To a 4-point game. Sengilia jabs, now working on Eliyahu. The foul is on the floor.
Yeah.
He did have the elbow in the back.
You just saw him extend it a little bit as opposed to absorb contact.
Here's the fast break. That's pretty.
But Howell just outworked his opponent again. Got down the floor before anyone that's going to guard him gets there. Whatever else about Howell, he's got a great engine because he's been in major minutes here. Every single game.
Timor into the game for Israel, number 15 in white, replacing Dawson. Dixon driving right at Mikel. He shielded his body perfectly there, knew he was going to get hit. He wasn't really looking for the and one. He knew he was going to get fouled, and he goes to the line for 2 free throws.
Just left back, then he slowed up, drew it, Mikel.
Mikel's first. Caspi exits the game for a quick rest as we see the play by Dixon.
The other thing that's very noticeable, and it was maybe caused, and Elstein responded to it. He goes a lot deeper than he did the opening night. It was very short rotation. Panini already played. It's almost like he had to go looking for combinations, and some of his experienced players have actually stepped up. They'll be used to this environment. A lot of them would have played here with Maccabi Tel Aviv in the past. And Panini in particular did a marvelous job the other night. Ohayon has given him quality minutes. So he's getting contributions from his bench. He just doesn't have the big-time scoring.
Well, Panini provided it in the last game, especially from the land beyond. He was red hot from three. Mikal driving in. If they could get that from him, it could be dangerous for Georgia.
Well, we've consistently said that Georgia don't play aggressively enough defensively.
Segilia finally hits a three. He was able to find a stroke in game one in the win against Lithuania. That time, he looked up to the heavens and saying, finally. Back to a one-point game. Mikal with Dixon flying by. Back-to-back buckets now for Mikal. Back to a three-point game. Sanaze on the drive. Timor watching him. Over Timor. Howell with the rebound, and he'll push. Now looking for his guard. Finds Timor. Look how far back Pachulia is playing. Panini inside. Howell. Too big, too strong.
That's a great cut and a super pass away from the defense. He's got position, and then he completed it with some footwork. Panini is in the game. Howell's just amazing at the moment.
Dixon blowing by everybody and laying it in.
So much more aggressive than he's been in the first half in the last few games.
Timor, beautiful backdoor screen. Sanaze knew he got beat. Lulled to sleep, and then the back cut was wide open. Israel up 5, under a minute to go. Dixon steps into it and hits. An aggressive Dixon, a good sign for Georgia. There's Timor, to Howell, driving in, can't finish. Georgia trying to push, kick ball there by Mikal. Howell was on the ground behind the plate. Zalmanson checks in for Howell, who will get the hand from the crowd.
And this 20 seconds even for Zalmanson could be the most important 20 seconds. I think every single second he's on the floor, he has to outwork Shamadini at the moment. He has to not let his team down in terms of any sort of level of intensity.
Shamadini checking in for Pachulia, who goes a lot longer than he normally has in the first quarter. Normally left the game around the midway point of the first. Shamadini pounding it home. Good pass by Dixon. That's the end of the first quarter. 22-21, Israel in front. A ticket to Istanbul on the line. Well, a reminder, you can join us in conversation on social media with the hashtag Eurobasket2017 and keep up to date with all the stats, statistics, and your favorite players and your favorite team with the official Eurobasket app. Download it now in the App Store on Android and iOS. Saw the numbers there on screen, and now some of the pictures from the first half. It's been a lot of that energy from Mr. Howell.
one of the most pleasing things in many ways for Israel. Only one three-pointer. They were very aggressive. Hal got down the floor really well. Caspi was good around the ring. And Mikal in particular didn't settle. He got deep, finished, pulled up, but it was always off an aggressive move. And then down the other way up, you've got to tip your hat to Georgia because they're in this emotional environment. They're in a bad place. They didn't start great. Shengelia got himself going, and Michael Dixon stepped up.
He sure did.
He's had 0 points and 3 points at the most in the first half. Currently sits there with 8 points, 2 assists. He played the whole time. We know he's going to go the whole time, but that's a very, very good sign because I think the balance in their scoring has been an issue in the earlier game.
See some of the Georgia supporters and some of the pictures. There's the love and respect of a fist pound between Zaza Pachulia and Howell before they go do battle. So far, Howell getting the better of Pachulia, but that man right there, Michael Dixon, stepped up when his team needed him. That was the big shot maker in the last game. Hit the shot of the tournament so far for Israel, Mr. Panini. We have a 1-point game here in the second quarter. Israel coming off an emotional, very action-packed win, coming down from 16 in the fourth quarter to beat Germany. Georgia winning their first game and then dropping their next 2. After this, only 1 game remaining for both teams, so an important one here. Panini on the floor with Timor. Caspi, who shoots the 3, knocks it down. Howell back into the game, and Ohayon on the floor for the first time.
Where was, this is Caspi coming up on the down screen. No one came out and challenged him.
Foul there. You see the 5 for Georgia. Dixon, Shamardini, Sanaze, Marcus Feely, and Sengelia. No big, really, other than Shamardini on the floor, and that's Sengelia trying to get into the picture late and paying the price with a Caspi 3. Sengelia. Dixon for 3. Can't hit. Howell outworking Shamardini. Timor, last touch by him.
He's not going to make the Israeli football team with that type of control of his feet. But the great thing, again, Howell just outworks. And as well as him working everywhere, it's infectious. Everyone else is on the move. They chase down the loose ball.
And what Germany found out as well is it gets the crowd involved.
Yeah, and they're extending their defense, little trap, challenging Georgia to make plays.
Sanaze for 3.
However, Shanadze, who had a tough time game 3, is a scorer.
Yes, he is. Panini, up fake, blocked by Marcus Feely. Marcus Feely on the runway. Georgia leads. Well, you wanted some energy on the defensive end. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Howell for 2. Indeed. Offensive foul, Michael Dixon. Ohayon was being an absolute pest and picks up or draws the offensive foul.
Wouldn't mind seeing it again because it looked more like, to me, there was just a coming together and it fell over of a foot, but Ohayon has done that his whole career. Worked hard.
There he is
Make
on
things
the ball.
happen.
Driving in. And again, extending the pressure. We've seen teams do this against Georgia to try and wear them down. Maybe a lack of guards.
Yep.
The trap there on Sanaze. Now they scramble back. Inside Shamardini, flyby. Caspi got away with, no, he didn't get away with it. He hit him, or as Panini fouled him, but Caspi grabbed onto the rim, which should have been the and 1.
It should be an and 1. We're going to get a view of that right now.
That's definitely.
That's. It doesn't matter what happens to the ball. That's good.
There's the Ohayon drive on the previous possession.
because he actually, you know, pulls the ring down.
Yeah.
No, it's.
And he was obviously trying to protect himself because he was going to fall, but the rules are the rules. That should be a goaltender.
Well, Shermardini was the only guy who came to play game 3. He's doing it again. Had a big 18-point game, and he's already ticking it over.
It's the 2 free throws. Brings it back down to a 1-point margin. Caspi inside. Looks a different player since getting that victory. 8 points here.
All of a sudden, it's just about playing basketball, isn't it? There's no pressure. You've won a game, as you said.
Sangilia crossing over, now in the lane, forcing it up. Shermardini there to help him out. Kick out, that's a 3. Berishvili knocks down the triple.
Well, Berishvili hardly played in 2 of the 3 games. And he's come out stroking.
Georgia shooting 60% from behind the arc at the moment. Howell inside, spinning. Normally makes that one, missed it that time. Sanaze, that's Sanaze for 3, sorry. Over the back, and they're gonna call it on Howell.
And you got to credit Shermardini so much after the stop at the other end. Ran from rim to rim, did a great job getting down. They should have actually been rewarded with the pass. Didn't get disappointed, work position, Howell picks up foul number 2. Whole complexion of the game changes.
Bookmark this moment here, 6:57 to go here in the second quarter, and Howell leaves with 13 points and 2 fouls, more importantly.
You know, again, you make the same point. If it doesn't look good, why protect him just to bring him back when you're 10 down?
Sangilia driving into the defense. Lost the ball, bodies hit the floor. It will remain on this side. 4 to shoot now for Georgia. Coach Ziros is absolutely losing it. That tells you how important this game is, and every possession now matters so much more. Sangilia got free. Shermardini goes over the back.
Well, what commit you can bodies all over the place in terms of trying to close people out. They've got to be a little careful. It's so difficult for Coach Osteen because Caspi got tired the other night. He's got to find a way to try and manage his minutes, but everything gets affected by Howell going out. Everything gets affected.
And this might be effective too, as Panini getting up limp.
Yeah, if that's just a limp, tape it up, get him back out there. I'm sure that's what he'll be thinking.
Sangilia goes to the bench and has a discussion with his head coach. Blaza into the game. You just saw him in your picture, number 14 in white here. He is on the ball.
And they've got to understand their role here. Their role is to be good, get it to the guys who can score. The trouble is he goes 1 on 5, then Caspi.
Good defense by Georgia, not fouling, but creating a wall for Caspi to run into. Naze inside. Lauren Naze missed everything on the layup. Oyahu in front. Blaza took the hit, and he'll go to the line.
Well, that's a bonus, isn't it? Blazer in transition's got a chance to go to the line. Great look, though. Great to see. Gets it down the floor. He really's got to go up. You got to hope he can make that. If he made that, I think the whole crowd will be on the free throw line with him.
Yeah. Should have been thinking dunk more than anything there.
Go up strong. Go up strong.
He gets 2 free throw opportunities nonetheless. Knocks the first one down, pure. It's the move.
Well, in the Israeli league, he's a double-digit scorer, and you got to feel Wadi's got to know that Caspi and Eliyahu need to take more shots than him. He's got to be confident.
Shamardini, Eliyahu screaming for help. The help does come. Shamardini has to give it up. Sinzaze for three, no good. Rebound, Beresfili. And then the turnover. Timor, 2-on-1. Blazer! And the foul!
Bonus time. This is bonus time for Blazer. Penny Gershon loved that one. You know, the former head coach of the national team and Maccabi Tel Aviv loved every minute of this. Contributions of guys on the bench makes the difference. What a steal. Up and running, 2-on-1, drew it. There was no debate about going up strong that time. Just finished it. Now he's got to make the and-one play.
And does.
He's got his own little fan club in the gym already.
Playing out of necessity, now stepping up in a big way. Noise deafening right now in Tel Aviv Arena. Beresfili on the drive, no one there. Threw it to Coach Giros.
And this is what it does to you, doesn't it? The atmosphere, decisions under pressure get a little bit stressed. And that's just standard European basketball. Penetrate, someone will fill behind you. No one move, just throw it where someone should be.
Oheyon Blazer has had the last five for Israel. Timor using the Eliyahu screen. Timor turning the corner, and another foul. That one on the ground, but it is Georgia now in a penalty with 5:05 to go in the half. Plenty of time now for Israel to take advantage of the foul count.
So Michael Dixon, having had a great first quarter, he sat for 5 minutes. He's gone for 40 in one game. It's one of those moments they might need to think about getting him back. He only has the one foul.
Timor, crowd favorite here, as they chant in favor of him. And misses the first. Now they allow him to shoot with some complete silence. It's like a library in here after it was a club. It's the second one. Push the lead back up to 6. Beresfili will leave. Michael Dixon now into the game. 5 minutes to go in the half. Oh, Sinzaze got away with a walk.
Big walk. What were they looking at?
Dixon. See if Georgia can cash in on the gift. Sinzaze for three. Ahead of the field is Caspi. And he'll go to the line for two.
Well, just when we were worried about Israel without Howell, people have stepped up. Their defense scrambled. Timor in defense, and it just worked so hard. Stayed low as we see the foul. And Sengeli just couldn't even bully him into the post. And then they turned that defense into high percentage options at the other end of the floor. It's a great 3 or 4 minutes for Israel.
And you see the former coach there, as you mentioned.
He's almost coaching from the back of the gym.
He has not sat down all game long, really pacing.
And he's a huge supporter of the program. Edelstein doesn't see him as like, the old guy over the shoulder type stuff. It's if you've got someone with that experience and that profile, he's nothing but positive for the program, and that's what he tries to be. What he does do is and I think he maybe had some sort of part of this after the first game. He has a belief that he transmits to his players. That's wherever he has coached, his teams have always played to their potential. It's a really interesting dynamic he has. But at the moment, he's like the assistant crowd coach. He's up, he's standing, he's done nothing else.
An interesting stat just came on screen there. 8 offensive rebounds to 2 in favor of Georgia. But they are down 6 points at the moment. Have been able to really cash into that. If that continues, that can get the crowd out of it a little bit.
But then you counter that with the fact that at the moment, Israel remarkably is shooting 67% from two-point range. So there's not a lot of offensive rebound opportunities. They've only taken the 3-3, so everything is on the inside. Georgia aren't doing badly. They're nearly at 50% from the two and 38 from the three. An even bigger number for Georgia is they've turned it over 7 times.
Yeah, that's tough, and that's how Israel got back into the game against Germany. They really got out and run. The recipe seems to be, if you want to beat Israel, play them in the half court. And another turnover here in the back court. Timor thought about it, waits, patient. Now Ohayon for 3. In and out. Jim would have lost it had that gone down. Feels as though Israel has a double-digit lead, but they don't. Georgia still within striking distance. Blaza with the defensive effort.
That's the thing, isn't it? Even Blaze has come off the bench. We said he had to have no moment of rest. He had to be relentless. He's been phenomenal. But Israel's defense, they have to be relentless now. There is still an enormous amount of time. They've got to be like this for 24 minutes if they think they're going to win this game.
Dixon. Left his feet, gives it to Sengelia. 2 to shoot on the shot clock, and he pushes it in. Beating everyone down the floor. Eliyahu pounds it home. That was off of a make. 7-point game. Pachulia still on the bench for Georgia. Sinzaze, Shengilia, Blaza watching him. The double comes.
Blaze just went for a little too much then. Have a little stab, yeah, but don't keep going.
There was only 1 second on the shot clock, so you see the last play, Eliyahu beat everyone down the floor. I mean, how does that happen? And then, oh my goodness, Martinez up on the post. Well, Pachulia back into the game now. Trying to close the half off strong, are Georgia. And another turnover.
That's 9 turnovers. There's still 3 minutes to go in the first half. And you've got it. The crowd has been part of that reason. The pressure has been part of that reason.
Sinzaze leaves the game. Markashvili back in. Timor. Nice look. Wow. Blaza slaps the backboard. Lead is 9. Pachulia trying to stop the bleeding. Markashvili driving. Kicks it out. Dixon. Sinzaze for 3. Indeed. Boy, did Georgia need that.
Oh, massively needed. Great ball movement. Great extra pass.
Ohayon. Timor. Probing. It's Ohayon now. 10 on the clock. Caspi inside with Markashvili watching him. Caspi blocked by Pachulia. Sengelia now the other way. Sengelia forcing his way in. The foul on the floor. Doesn't matter. It will be free throws now the rest of the way as dangerously close to technical foul in your screen there. It was Omri Caspi really giving it to the ref. Thought he got hit on the other end. We'll take a timeout. 42-36. Israel in front. There's the assist to turnover ratio. Look at Israel, 12-2.
just about sums up where they are in the game. NLC's walking this tightrope now. He wants the emotion, but he also wants them to stay very focused on what they've agreed they were going to do before the game. If they carry on like this, he's fine. It's just the little fouls like Blazers foul. They don't need those because that can get Georgia easy things if they send them to the free throw line. They've got to make Georgia work every single time down the floor. What they're getting the other way, they're getting some easies. Yeah. The quick release on the break, wow. I mean, that's very, very poor by Georgia, but you've got to see it and take it. This is such a different group of guys to the first night, because the one word, they believe here. They're not worried about the situation, they're believing. It's tough to go for 40 when you're pretty shallow, but Blazers just making a huge impact. Ohayon's on the floor. Timor's on the floor. He's going to put Mikal back in the game now, but he can afford to keep Howell out the game. He's probably bought that time now at 2:20 that Howell doesn't have to come back.
And that's in due part to the play of Blaze, as you mentioned. He only picked up the one foul, but he's done it 7 points in 4 minutes. Huge.
You know, with both teams in the penalty, getting Mikal back in the game.
I believe Blaze has a cut on him, so he'll leave. Panini, who had the ankle issue, coming back into the game now, seems to be okay. At least it's taped up at the moment. It's normally the day after that you got to worry about. Sangilius hit free throws in a lot louder gyms than this. Knocks down the first.
So Mikal coming back with the penalty. He's got that habit of drawing contact. However you get him, get him. He's got a little bit more ability to break the defense down than Ohayon. We'll see if he can draw contact.
There you see why Blaze had to leave the game. 4-point game. Give it away.
Poor pass, poor decision.
Sangilia on the run. Sinaze attacking. He'll go to the line for 2. Hey, credit Georgia. They're only down 4 after, turning the ball over a ton.
Yep.
Not playing great basketball here, but with 2 minutes and 6 seconds, they could potentially go into half with the lead.
Well, numbers-wise, they're shooting 44% from the three-point line. They're not playing badly. The crowd makes it sound they're just getting out work now and again. Israel are happy because they're in the lead with Howell protected on the bench. Georgia are happy because they haven't played tremendously well, but they're only down 4-3 with that one, 2 with the next one it's made. I think Zuras is also, as we've seen a number of coaches in this tournament, looking for the right combination on the day at the moment.
That was Ohayon looking at the chiclets in his mouth after taking a shot. 2-point game with 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Both teams with eyes set on Istanbul. Mikal can't get the roll, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice pass. Pass just led Mikal to the basket.
It's not the first time we've seen them run that back cut on Georgia, and it's worked to perfection. Here it is again.
Marcos Philly had the chance to get outside the charge circle. Looked like he was going to try and block it. Knew he was too late. He should have kept going.
So Manson checked into the game. Mikal hits the first.
Unless they have something wide open on the break, as long as they're still aggressive, Israel spend some time with the ball going into the half. Shorten this 2-minute period.
Lead back up to 4 as Mikal was pure on both. Howell and Dawson continue to look on. I think the extended rest. Julia wants to set the screen. He does. Dixon uses it. Skip past this side. Sinaze left his feet. Markashvili for 3. Indeed. Ooh. Big shot maker.
Nice decision to give it up. And for all the emotion, it's a 1-point game.
Panini, same spot that he hit the big one on and knocks it down.
It almost didn't even catch the string. It was just sweet. They'll put a little cross and his name on that spot if they get through here.
Sangilia for three. No good. Timor with the rebound. Mikel head up, trying to push. Zamlinson sets the screen. Mikel right to the rim.
Wow.
Timeout, Georgia. 52.5 seconds remaining in the half. 49-43 Israel lead.
Oh, there's the penalty free, literally almost from the same spot as the other night. But Israel have 49 points in a half. A team that couldn't score, only scored 49 on a game in the first opening night.
Wow.
Now that's a testament to how better they are, but that's also where is this Georgian defense? You know, they're bigger, okay. They should be able to get out and extend, because if someone goes to the basket against them, they've got people who can challenge shots. It's very, very passive. And it's not as if Israel is standing there shooting threes. They are taking this team off the dribble.
Evidence of that right here. He asked whether Zalmanson would be able to provide a spark. He has. There's the Markashvili, the last three. Whenever they need a big shot, he's come alive for them.
Well, he's definitely always ready to take it, always.
Panini almost looks identical to the shot that he made to give them their first win against Germany. 52 seconds remaining in the half. Important game for both teams. Trying to punch their tickets to Istanbul. Full court pressure, Mikel bumping. Dixon now has it with Timor watching. 10 on the shot clock. Pachulia sets. Markashvili inside. Sangilia to Pachulia. Lays it in. And timeout Israel. 30.9 to go in the half. 49-45. Israel in front.
It's always one of those games where you don't want half-time, because Israel are in a place now where they don't even think they're feeding off the crowd, but they're moving the ball really nicely. Their cuts are sharp, timing is good. They don't need a half-time. Georgia need a half-time. You know, I'd expect Coach Zura, he's been around Europe for a long, long time, Coach Zura, so I would expect him in that locker room to say, hey, you've let this team score 50? Just play a little bit of defense. We're okay. They're scoring 45, but giving up 50? They're played well, Israel, but you know, Georgia have no foul issues. They're not really bumping them. We're not really getting after it. And we said they've played soft on the perimeter in every single game they've played so far.
You mentioned that 49 points right now that Israel is on. The reason why that's significant, game one, where they lost the first game, they managed 16 points for an entire second half. This is a completely different team that believes that monkey's off their back with the first win, and they're out here just having fun playing basketball in front of an electric crowd here in Tel Aviv. Mikel and Timor have done a good job in the backcourt.
Yeah. They
don't have a single big on the floor. They've gone with this lineup for the last half of this second period. Eliyahu sets for Mikel, who has been aggressive. Eliyahu, jab step, that's his patented shot. In and out.
Well, they couldn't have got a better look, could they? Exactly what he wants.
Sangilia got away with a double dribble. Now forces up a shot and hits. And that's how we'll go to half. So as bad as it's looked at points for Georgia, the damage is only 2 points. As we take a look at Sangilia working and getting the bucket to get momentum for his team heading into the break. 49-47 the score. A chance to go to Istanbul on the line.
Well, we're going to get a look at these stats, and it's going to be a great set of numbers for Israel. 63%, 50% of 75. You know, apart from Caspi missing free throws, this group is really doing a great job. The rebound numbers are misleading because they just haven't missed many shots.
Right.
14 assists. You know, they're in a great place, but they're only 2 up. You know, Georgia have turned it over 9 times, but Israel is still only 2 up. You know, this is going to be one of those, like, heart in your mouth nights for the home fans, because they can't, I don't think they can play any better. And they still only lead by 2. The great news for them, though, is that Howell got to half-time with 2 fouls. If he adds his impact and everyone else tries to keep at the same level, they're in much better shape. And he helps defensively. He helps a lot defensively just because he can challenge shots. His rebounding is great. So Coach Edelstein, as you saw in the back, someone said, hey, you're going to go in 2 up. He won't care it's 49-47. He's up.
And that's the bottom line here at this moment. We'll leave you with the pictures. It's a 2-point game and an important one for both these 2 teams. Israel lead 49-47. half of what has been a tight game so far, 49-47 in favor of Israel. Both Georgia and Israel trying to stay alive here in Group B, group phase action. If Georgia wins, that means Italy goes through, and as does Georgia, and that sets up a scenario where Georgia and Italy will be playing for 3rd and 4th place in the group. If Israel wins, the group is still alive for many a team. Carlin gave Mark Clark on hand, and it was the first half that looked as though Israel was going to run away with it. They were up 9 at one point, but Georgia found a way to chip away and are only down 2.
Well, if you're Georgia, you're very happy, because I'm not sure if Israel can play any better than that, especially when you end with Richard Howard on the bench for so long. The last 5 minutes or so of that second quarter, you end up with 49 points, which is as many as you got in the whole game on the first night. You look over and hey, we're still only 2 up. It's going to really test the Israeli team's ability to play for 40, because even though they've got great contributions, Blazer in particular, but was a revelation off the bench. You know, you're still looking at a team that's going to be dependent on 4 guys to get the win. And if they can do that, great. But if I'm in that Georgia locker room, I hope someone said, guys, we have to play defense. If we play defense, if we pressure a little bit more, if we rebound a little harder, if we bump a little more, not a load, they don't have to do that much more, just a little bit, then we'll be fine. We'll get the second win. We're in a great shape for tomorrow, and we can start planning for Istanbul. But it's so out of character. They haven't played defense in any game, so maybe they'll respond to the back being against the wall.
Coach Giros, you see him there drawing up the play. The first 5 minutes will be so important for both these 2 teams. If Georgia's able to get off to the good start and start to get this crowd out of it early, because most of them had gone to, you know, the concession stand to get refreshments. They're not back in their seat yet. So the energy in this arena the game started with won't be as impactful right now. They're able to get on a run early, get in the lead, get some momentum. That could slow the wave that the crowd does create here in the Tel Aviv arena down a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how, as we all know, basketball is one of those games that's a bit of game of runs. I think it's going to be one of those nights where Israel need that run at the beginning and they need a run later. And if it comes at the right time, they might get the win. I would expect Georgia to be more solid across the whole period. Well, that has not been their trait, though.
That guy right there that's on screen, Toko Singalia. 13 big first half points, and he was able to kind of be the steadying force for Georgia in the first. There he is on the rock. Pachulia, they go to him early. Howell playing with 2 fouls. Singalia for 3. Left it short, and Pachulia tapped it out of bounds.
Yeah, this is one of those scenarios where it's like, pick how you're going to play. So you don't want Howell picking up his foul. So how are you going to help him guard Pachulia? So what do you want? Do you want Singalia taking a 3? That's fine. Make that decision. If he makes it, at least you're deciding. If he goes one-on-one, Howell doesn't finish the game.
Timor to Howell. Floater. He continues to be a problem for an opposing team. 15 and counting. Zaze. Watched by Timor. Crosses him over. And it gives it away. Howell with the quick up pass, but Timor couldn't handle it. Caspi. Back to Caspi. Nice pass by Eliyahu, but Caspi couldn't finish it. It's one of those where you got to go up and slam that.
Disappointing. That's disappointing for Israel.
Marcus Feely. Dixon. He was aggressive in the first half, looking for a shot. Let's see if that continues here in the second. Singalia, that pass too hot for him to handle. He'll throw this down.
No movement at all for this Georgian team. Ball is on the floor. No one's moving. Everything is contested. They're just going to throw it in here and hope that Shooter can get it to 2. He should be able to do it consistently unless they double team him.
He was able to score there. Howell was content to just let him go through already with 2 fouls. Timor for three. Indeed!
Oh, my word.
Well, if he's going to hit that, that may be trouble.
He'll just ride the wave of emotion because he didn't even think about it, did he? Step back, hey, you're not guard, but no one guarded him again.
Sangilia in the lane. Dixon inside Pachulia. And three in the key as Pachulia was camped out. He got the position, was waiting for the pass, and it just never came.
Well, they're taking Dixon out.
Versus Zazic.
It's an interesting decision. We'll see if that works because I don't know who's not playing defense on this team. Because at the moment, anyone catches it on the perimeter. No one's really putting any pressure on the guy with the ball.
Mikal floater.
No better example than that. No one closed him out hard. Turned the corner sub. No one helped. Easy floater, 2 points. It's a 9-point game.
Back to 9, Israel in front. Timeout on the floor, 7:22 remaining in the third quarter.
How can you come out of the locker room in a game with you, Eurobasket Future Online? Look, this is what it means. I can't understand why he's having to do this now. Did he do it in the locker room? Are they just not into this? You know, are they going to go back home to Georgia saying, we beat Lithuania? And everyone going to be happy? Or is it this, their Eurobasket could still be one going deep into the competition, but they're faced with a real issue right now.
And that issue was a 9-2 run to start the third quarter. And as you said, no closeout. Dixon just content to go under the screen. No one fighting over. Left the airspace for Timor. And those were the shots that the guards for Israel were passing up in game 1 and game 2. It wasn't like they weren't making them. They just weren't even taking them.
Yeah. And if you look across the whole of this Eurobasket competition, when teams don't play hard on the perimeter, the standard of most teams will score. The ability to shoot the ball is so high without pressure. And this Georgian team can't be a step up.
Mikal has 10 points and counting. He's aggressive. They're a totally different team.
Absolutely. Panini's in the game now. And once you build leads, you got a chance to try and manage some minutes.
Well, Hal is on the bench getting some attention. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's why Panini's in the game. So Israel will have to go super small with a 9-point lead. Zaze, ball fake and then hits the jumper.
Well, Hal's getting a lot of attention. I didn't see anything that occurred that would...
He got a shot in the mouth.
It looks like he's got some blood. Yeah, they're going to have to stop that blood.
Caspi can't hit the three. Zaze says, let's go. Let's run our offense. Let's get into it a little bit here. Sangilia spinning away. The double comes. Marcashvili back to Sangilia. The hook shot there. Pachulia with the tap. And with Hal on the bench, that may become a problem for Israel.
It definitely will, especially if they don't pack the middle and just as a team, just gang rebound.
Panini. Mikal finds Caspi. Ilyahu got the raise. Now looking for help and throws it away.
That's what Pachulia does in this situation. Makes life very, very uncomfortable.
There he is with Caspi on his back. NBA versus NBA. Sangilia driving. Reverse layup, no good. Caspi with the rebound. Timor. Mikal driving again. And the foul! Well, there's putting your foot on the gas pedal and then leaving a brick on the gas pedal. He's not in cruise control, he's in 6th gear.
And that's just so lazy defensively. You know, like Shinadze on the closeout, at least get in stance, at least move your feet. Grab the arm, the guy's in the act of three-point play. You know, you're back down to 8. Howell's not in the game. He's actually had to leave to go up. Maybe they're going to have to do a stitch or something to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, he's left the bench now completely into the locker room. We'll get the update we'll pass it along if we do get the update as Sangilia was stripped by Caspi. Panini thought about the 3 and pulled it back down, says let's run some offense. Yahoo inside, Caspi.
Tough move. Nice feed again away from the defense. Well, away from the red shirt because they're not exactly bumping and holding space.
Panini just told the crowd to get on its feet, and they oblige. Markashvili, air ball. Kel slows things down. Good job by Georgia getting back in transition. Timur, that's a 3. The building would have lost it had that gone down. Look at him get on the floor, still loose. And Markashvili with Panini, picks up the unsportsmanlike in the backcourt.
I think I might need to be convinced on this one. That just looked like loose ball stuff to me. That's just a messy play.
Well, he knew he was always going to take the foul, but it was a play on the basketball.
Yeah, it's on, and he's actually face on. It's just bad. You know, it's a reach. If that's unsportsmanlike, then there's a lot of fouls that are unsportsmanlike.
Markashvili looking to make them pay here. Left it short. Whitesome with the second free throw. Panini's been locked in and trying to get his team to raise their intensity level throughout. He's talking a lot. Timur watching Sanaze. Sangilia. Skip pass. Markashvili driving. Sangilia pulls up. That's a 2 and hits.
Tough shot. So they'll score. They can take it over. It's down this end of the floor. They're just not doing anything. And there you go. Deep on the catch. Gets the easy 2.
Caspi got the defender up in the air and then finished. Coach Zuras putting his hands in the air saying, what do I have to say to get them to play some sort of defense? 9-point game. Pachulia. Markashvili comes off the screen. Sanaze, Pachulia on the roll. Sanaze, great defense Israel, but Sanaze still able to hit.
Well, both teams better ball movement, but Israel made it hard, but Shinadze, as we've said, always a scorer. Again, he's in double digits.
Caspi skip pass, Eliyahu, bumping, grinding, got it.
Israel don't have to make a jump shot. They're just throwing it deep. It's deep catches.
It's funny, and we were saying they might be outmatched inside. Well, they're saying,
they're just,
what are you guys talking about? We'll take it right to their throat. Sanaze for 3, indeed. If he can get going, that might help Georgia climb back into this game.
But the answer for Georgia is not to play defense. They're just going to try and outscore Israel. And Israel already had the 6-point lead. It's a dangerous. They've got to play some defense here.
Caspi. Eliyahu. Mikel for 3. Well, it's only 6. Still here. Sanaze. This side, Markashvili. Pachulia too deep. And he'll go to the line for 2. Yahoo picks up his 3rd foul. That may be important because
Well, there's no rotation, is there? No real quality rotation.
Yeah, no Howell, who still hasn't returned to the bench. They're playing without a true big right now at the moment. Eliyahu's playing the 5 position. And he has to guard that man right there. No easy task. First free throw hit. Points so far, looking for number 12 here on this throw. Got it. It's a 4-point game.
And it doesn't feel like that, does it? It feels like Israel have really got a little bit of control, and they just don't. They're just riding the emotion of it.
Mikal was tripped. Out of bounds, it'll stay this side with 12 on the shot clock.
The brains trust of this Israeli effort, trying to work out what are they going to do about Howell. How are they going to deal with it? They're hanging on at the moment. How are they going to deal with it? Is he coming back? What is he? What is the... And here he is. He's just walked back into the arena.
Eliyahu kisses one off the glass. Howell just got back onto the bench. There he is right there.
He's not looking very happy, should we say.
Not at all. Sengelia. Spinning inside. Blocked from behind by Eliyahu. And then Zaza Pachulia going up and getting the foul call. If that's Eliyahu, that will be his 4th. It is. That's his 4th. That is dangerous. And here comes Dawson. The crowd will give him a hand as he gets back into the game. How effective can he be? Does not look like he's in good shape at the moment. Ohayon back into the game. You see him in picture there.
Into a sea of blue and white behind this basket. But I think he's seen bigger crowds.
Sure has, and calmly knocks down the first. His emotion never changes. Just has that steely-eyed look throughout. Hits them both. It's a 4-point game. Caspi driving in. The kick, Timor. Back to Caspi. Timor to Caspi again. They play hot potato with it. Caspi wanted to give it to Timor one too many times. Sinaze back. Sengelia. Now Sinaze. Look out. It's a 2-point game. This crowd's starting to feel it a little bit now. Timor. Eliyahu. Ohayon uses a screen. Tried to give it to Caspi. Caspi trapped between 4 jerseys. Ohayon at the buzzer. Left it short. Georgia can take the lead with a 3 or tie with a 2. Dixon. They attack the rim. Can't come away with 2. And Ohayon picks it up. Timor the other way. Caspi. Technical foul, Georgia bench. They should have let him play on. He was open for 3.
Still shoot the 3, then tee them.
And Panini, that's actually in the favor for Georgia, to be honest with you. Panini was open for 3.
Make the 3, blow the whistle, tee them up, shoot the throws, give them the ball, big turnaround.
Caspi at the line shooting the tech. Hits it. See Richard Howell. Panini talking to Coach Zeros over on that side. Timor will check out of the game. So will Caspi. And Blaza who gave good minutes in the first half. Let's see if he can duplicate that here in the second half. 39 seconds to go in the third.
I mean, Caspi demanded, he had to come out.
He's actually unlacing his shoe. Might be the right ankle. Mikel. Panini for three. Look at Blaza attacking. Goes out of bounds off of him with 20 seconds to go. So
you're absolutely right. The awarding of the technical foul hurts Israel. If he waits 2 seconds, whether he makes the three or not, they get the same scenario they've just had. One shot on the side. So they get 1 point, they could have had a lot more.
Howell goes back on the bench. They continue to ask him if he's okay.
Maybe just doesn't want to pick up the foul with the last possession.
Sinzaze. The foul to give was taken. Foul on the floor. 2.9 to go. 3-point game here in the third quarter. Pachulia and Kadar really going for it. Really going at it there at the top of your screen.
They have no foul to give, so they don't need to foul on this.
No, they don't. Sankilia for three. Can't hit. Well, a good one here brewing in Tel Aviv. A ticket to Istanbul on the line. It's a 3-point game. Israel in front. A reminder, you can join us in conversation on social media with the hashtag Eurobasket2017, and of course, stay up to date with all the stats and your favorite players on your favorite teams with the official FIBA Eurobasket app. Download it now in your iOS or Android app stores. In a game that looked like Georgia might get blown out at points, they were down 9 in the first half, battled back to 2. They're only down 3 as we head to the fourth quarter.
They had them at 10. They had them at 10. But then again, they didn't actually do anything wrong, Israel. You've got to let them ride this, because how else are they going to score, especially with Howell not in the game? Decent penetration. They've got to keep doing it down the other end. And without Howell, they're going to start. He's back at the start of this period. Caspi's still on the bench. When Caspi comes back, he'll go for the rest of the game. They want Howell to go for the rest of the game. They might be able to rotate a little bit around the guard spot, but they can't lower the tempo. They lower the tempo, I think they get beat. If they don't stay aggressive, they get beat.
For Georgia on the other end, Toko Sangilia has been the calming force so far in this game. They found a way to stick around, keep it close, and remain within striking distance. No Sankilia on the floor, no Pachulia on the floor to start this fourth quarter. Where does the offense come from for them? Oh, Mikel right to the basket again. Doesn't matter who's guarding him right now. He just has himself in an attack mentality all the time.
But no one helps early, do they? It's turning the corner, no one helps early.
Sanaze for three, in and out. Ohayon. Panini driving back to Ohayon. He was wide open, but says, let's run some offense.
I think a few thousand people were shooting that three with him.
Mikel, this guy will shoot the three. Shamardini pulls it down.
But he's wide open.
Yeah,
he's absolutely wide open, and no one is chasing it down.
Sinzaze. Inside Shamardini. Can't make it. And then Ohayon bails him out with the foul on the reach. 4 ticks on the clock. Shamardini will step to the line to try and bring this back to a 3-point lead.
And then you say to Ohayon, if it comes back, if you get that again, would you shoot it because you didn't get anything?
For a big, as we said all tournament long, that he's a really good free throw shooter.
Yeah, all the bits come together, don't they? So it's very smooth.
Pure on both of them, touched nothing but net. Still a 3-point game. Mikel driving, stripped, and then Howe picks up the foul.
And he picks the foul up 20 meters from the hoop.
That's his third. Not yet in major foul trouble. And even if he does pick up that fourth, decision has to be made to leave him in at this point.
You gotta wait. When is Caspi coming back?
Well, he looks like he's just hanging out on a vacation right now, sitting on the bench. Here's a look at how he had to leave the game. He got a knock in the mouth. Looks kind of glazed over a bit, but he's elected to stay in. Dixon. Georgia can tie on this possession with a 3. Michael Dixon looking to dance, pulls up for 2, indeed. He was shooting all the way there. Now Caspi rises from the bench. Here's Howell, dancing in Shamardini. Shamardini has nothing for him defensively.
Very similar scenarios, aren't they? They couldn't contain Dixon. They can't. Shamardini can't really do enough against Howe.
Zaze in the corner, Markashvili. Blaza doing a good job defensively. Markashvili stripped by Blaza. 5 on the shot clock.
Wow, Blazer's phenomenal there. That was just stay in stance, move your feet. And that's all he did. Did a great job. Got a piece of it as well.
Ganini will go to the bench. Blaza gets to stay in the game for some extra minutes due to his efforts. Sangilia back into the game with 7:44 remaining. Five on the shot clock here for Georgia. See what kind of look they get. Markashvili, that's a 2, and he hits. Falling away, nearly out of bounds, knocks down a big-time 2 to bring it back.
It's an out-of-bounds play again, isn't it? Out of bounds. You've got to scout those. You've got to just make them get it in and then run something else.
Ohayon inside. Blaza takes the hit. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh,
revelation.
Boy.
He's hardly played.
There's a Markashvili play.
I just you scout out of bounds. You take away primary options. He comes off a screen, someone's got to put a hand on it. That's Blazer going to 8 points. I mean, talk about bonus time for Israel.
And talk about staying ready when your game is called.
7 minutes, 8, or is it 8 points in 7 minutes?
The first free throw he missed in this game is 4 or 5 from the line.
There comes a point though where you're going to say that's bonus time enough. Let's get Eliyahu back in.
Sangilia driving, stripped out of bounds. 7 on the clock, and Sangilia kicking the stanchion in frustration. Sanaze checks back into the game. Dixon, the trigger man on the inbound. Sangilia gets free. Now looks to attack, driving. Howell fouled him. He'll go to the line for 2. That's 4 now on Howell with 7:04 left in the game. Look at it here.
That's clean.
That is clean as ever. Tough one.
Now, like, you could then get really philosophical, say he shouldn't be reaching anyway. He's on free, but that was so clean.
Eliyahu will check in.
And I think they're going to go Eliyahu for Hal.
I think so as well. This to tie the game for Georgia. Sengelia has a double-double. Hal checks out with 7:04, and the game is tied. Israel has led throughout except for 8 seconds where Georgia had the lead by 1. It's been all Israel so far. Mikal on the turn. It's fouled again by Dixon. Dixon's having a tough time staying in front of Mikal. It's Dixon's third.
And he just gets caught up a little bit around the screen action. It wasn't really used, and it's... I always go back to, I don't think they're deciding how they're going to do it. They're just being reactive. But Dixon should be quick enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just have to want to play defense.
Yeah.
Mikal restores the 2-point lead. Dixon. Where's the offense going to come from for Georgia? Maybe from this guy. Sengelia in the paint. Falling away. And hits. Tie game once again.
Well, without Pachulia in the game, Sengelia is going to have it every time. Well, will probably get it most times. Great little finish. 19 and 13.
Wow.
Backs against the wall, show up. Same play.
Ohayon couldn't get it over Shamardini. Georgia could take the lead. Shamardini calling for it. He has a much smaller Ohayon on him. They're looking that way. They get it to him now. Ohayon pokes it away.
Wow.
Mikal fouls intentional.
That has to be unsportsmanlike. It has to be. I'm at the back. I'm just going to stop you.
Absolutely. Correct call there.
And this is in these moments now where it's there for Israel. They're on the free throw line. Got to make, got to execute. They could turn this into a 4 or a 5-point play.
First free throw is good by Mikal. Hal remains on the bench. He has 4 fouls. He also took a knock in the mouth that sent him to the locker room. But he's back on the bench now. And sees his team go up 2. A chance to go to Istanbul is on the line. Both these two teams with 1 win so far in the group. Mikal, that's an offensive foul. Great job by Dixon getting in front that time. We criticized him before. He steps up that time to take the charge.
And Mikal's got to be a little bit smart there. They're on the same play. Even, well, I say it's going to sound harsh, but even Georgia are going to react to that. And they were waiting for him. At the same time, no one moved. Eliyahu didn't pop. He had no options. They can't stand still now. They're not tired. There's 5:30 to go. Georgia have just got to try to get over the hump. They just cannot take the lead.
There's Dixon probing. Kicks out Sanaze for the lead. Can't hit. Rebound inside Eliyahu. Israel on the run. Ohayon. Caspi floater. Left it short. And it's Markashvili the other way. Up to Sengelia. Tapped it. Shamardini with the follow.
Hal's got to come back for me. He's going to outwork people, Shamardini, in these moments. There's no one who can live on the glass.
Tie game once again.
And I cannot see Israel coming back.
Mikal using the screen. Skip past to Blaza. Blaza attacking. He was blocked by the backboard. And Caspi picks up the foul. In the open floor, that's his first. And that one puts them over the limit, which will send Senghelia to the line as we see Blaza attacking. Oh, he was hit. Here's the foul that puts them over the limit. Timeout on the floor. It's a tie game with 4 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
See, that Blazer drive is one of those moments. In the first, when he came in the first half, he had a clear lane, got a pass, dunked it. What's he thinking of? He's trying to take Shamandini to dunk it on him. That's gonna happen. If he'd have penetrated and kicked it to the corner, that an open look. And it's about those decisions. That's why it's always a right and a wrong time. He could come back and foul out in a minute, Hal. He could come back and foul out the first play. But he could do that in 2 minutes' time as well.
Well, there's an attorney in this game as we see that man, the penny for his thoughts at the moment. 4 fouls in his back pocket. On the other end, Coach Zuras, his team has him right where they want him, apparently. It is tied up. It's going to be some tense moments here down the stretch. They've rode Senghelia offensively. He had the big game 1, was quiet in game 2 and 3, but right now, he seems to be the man that they need at the perfect time to try and send them through. He's at the line now with 19 and counting. Looking for 20 and 21.
So Georgia at the moment have only led for 8 seconds. This will be their second lead.
It's their second lead of 1 point.
Does Hal come back now? It's such a hard call. But that's what you're paid to do as the coach.
1 still the biggest lead of the game for Georgia, but they'll take it right now. 4:35 left in the game. Benini, does he have another magical moment in him? Caspi driving, can't hit. Shamardini with the good D. Senghelia on the run, and then says slow it down. Oh, Dixon just did get over the timeline before he received the ball. Shamardini sets the screen, kick ball by Eliyahu. Quick reflex there, that will reset the shot clock to 14.
You always question a bounce pass to Shamandini. Just throw it up there and let him go get it. It's a long way for him to get down to that.
Dixon, skip pass, Marcashvili for 3, indeed! Largest lead of the game for Georgia. And the big shot maker, Marcashvili, has another one in his pocket.
And Howell's going to come back now. I don't know what the 10-second difference makes, but there you go.
Benini inside. Eliyahu got hacked.
Great little play by Eliyahu. Little switch. Recognition was good. Sealed off. And you've got to say smart foul.
Eliyahu will now leave as we take a look at that last Marcashvili 3. Howell in the game. Remember, he has 4 fouls. This is the first time Israel has been down in this game, and this is the biggest lead for Georgia. It's come at the right time. Mikkel. Inside to Howell.
He's back. He's back in the game. He's just got to stay in the game.
19 points for Howell. Didn't take him long to reintroduce himself. This crowd as loud as it's been. Shamardini, and Howell fouls out. He went to block Shamardini, but he picks up his 5th foul. And that's a tough one with 3:20. He'll get the hand from the crowd. And Eliyahu will check in.
in the context of the game, let him lay it up.
Yep.
Let him lay it up.
The crowd was going off. And the crowd chanting Richard Howell as Shamardini misses the first free throw. We have a lot of discussion about naturalized players, what they need, and we talked about Howell, how he embraced being a part of his community and his country as Shamardini knocks down the second.
It's always those naturalized players who really engage with the fans. They're the ones that, you know, Boba Caleb did it with Macedonia in 2011. He was genuinely part of that whole march to the semi-final.
3-point game. How does Israel respond without the heart and soul Howell on the bench?
One thing for sure, they can't get passive. They've still got to be the aggressor.
McHale steps back, big three on the way. Left it short, Pachulia rebounded it. He's coming up lame on that knee.
A little bit like settled for it for the first time, I think.
Dixon in the lane, turnover. Eliyahu on the runway. 1-point game, 2:35 remaining. Ticket to Istanbul on the line. And Tel Aviv Arena lets you know how important this one is. Sengilia, watched by Caspi. Inside, the kick, Markashvili blocked. Pachulia picks it up, checks the clock, spins, fall away, short. Great defense, Israel. It's McHale, 1-on-2 to the rim. In and out. Still a 1-point game. Under 2 to go. Dixon, he was fouled in the open floor. No basket, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, there's part of the scenario that says McHale was right to go to the ring. There's another part that says you're 1-on-2. There's 2 minutes to go in the game. You're 1 down. Do you take the chance at 1-on-2 after Eliyahu throws this one down after the steal? Or do you say, no, I'm not going to. We're going to get it back, see who comes down on the trowel, and I might get a higher percentage one. The heads-up players to take it out. If he'd have been fouled, he'd have been a hero.
Perfect view for you guys at home as Dixon strokes the first. 11 points today, a lot of those coming in the first quarter. Some fans just can't bear to watch. To make it a 3-point game. Rattles it home. Where does the offense come from with Howell on the bench? Howell picked up his 5th foul. It's Caspi. McHale. Eliyahu, the shot, got it.
Talk about bring out your trademark when you need it. Everybody followed Caspi. He just came into the hole really nicely.
Minute 30 to go in the game. Georgia up 1. Ticket to Istanbul on the line. Sengilia looks at the clock, drives in, out of bounds, last touch by Israel. The referees will discuss. The referees will discuss here, and they stick with the call. They'll actually look at it.
They're going to go look at it. They're in the last 2 minutes, they can go look at it.
A minute 20 to go. If it stays on this side, it will be Georgia basketball. 7 ticks on the shot clock. If not, it will be Israel basketball with a chance to take the lead.
Here's the replay.
You judge at home.
Scandelia's leg.
Does look like it's off Scandelia's leg. But is it
Did it then
enough
come
evidence to turn it over?
Did it then come off of another one? Here we go. White ball. The most popular man in Tel Aviv at the moment is the guy with the video. I think they get this right. There's the kick, straight through the legs.
Chance for Israel to regain the lead. They've had it for the majority of the game. Led by as many as 10. Caspi. Mikel. Crossing over to the 10.
Tough move.
Timeout, Georgia. Tel Aviv Arena is pulsing. 87, 86, 104 to go in the game. Don't go anywhere.
Back to the same thing we've been talking about. How are you going to play the pick and roll? They didn't know. Do you force the pick and roll? They're supposed to. He got it wrong. He gets a layup. No help. Great move by Mikel. Caspi gave it up, wanted to set the screen. Great read. They lead 104 to go. Coach Zuros, when he sits back and looks at this game, goes, why am I in this situation? I can get what I want when I want it. I just don't play defense.
Hey, take a look at these second chance points. Remind you, join us in conversation on social media. Hashtag Eurobasket 2017. You can feel the passion in this arena. The passion on that man's face right there. He's doing it without his big-time scorer, but Mikel has stepped up in a big way.
And it's the same play that you just saw that play. You saw the same play. This is the same play again. And this is exactly the same outcome. And the defense does exactly the same stuff. I'm not forcing you anywhere. There's a drive lane. I'm going to take it.
29 minutes for that man. 21 points, 5 assists on 58% from the field. A lot of those have been layups right at the rim. Well, 1 minute, 4 seconds till we decide who has an opportunity to go to Istanbul. Georgia came up with a big win against Lithuania and then dropped 2 in a row, losing to the Ukraine and Germany. Israel started off tough, 0-2. They got the big win against Germany in an emotional game, a 2-point outcome. Can they sustain this one? The steal by Eliyahu. Mikel to Eliyahu, gives it right back. Marcus Feely slows down, finds Pachulia who traveled. Oh boy. Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Well, here we go. 44 seconds remaining in the game. Georgia doesn't have to foul, but the next foul puts them in the penalty. Where does the offense come from with Howell on the bench? Could it be this man? Caspi driving in, floater, misses. Sengilia picks it up. Georgia can hold for the final shot of the game. It's Dixon, uses the Pachulia screen. Dixon for 3, and the lead! Michael Dixon Jr., cold-blooded. 89-87, Georgia up front with 11.6 ticks on the clock.
He's taking it early. You always talk about, do you take it early or leave it? You take the best one, I think, and he did a great decision. But he's given Israel 11.6 to get the tie or get the win. Going back to the play before, compare the Mikel drive to the Caspi drive. Leaning away, Caspi brought it back to all the defense. He's just got to take everyone with him. If he's going to go down the middle, he ends up scoring or he's on the line. When a little soft, that's what it means. This guy has been through the mill in the last 3 games, and he may end up with a win, which sends him pretty much, almost sends him to Istanbul.
No Howell on the floor. Where do you go?
You run something that takes Caspi to the basket. If he doesn't get it, you've got to penetrate towards Panini's side. He'll want to shoot the shot if you can't get to the ring. Do you take overtime without Howell? Do you think you can win overtime? You've got to take the layup if it's there. You've got to take the high percentage option. But take Caspi to the hoop. Get Mikal the ball. Mikal's got to be so good at the decision. If he has a shot, great. If not, give it to the open man. Don't be a hero. Make a good decision.
Italy lost today against Germany, but if Georgia win, Italy are through to Istanbul. Does that Michael Dixon jump shot put them through? 11 seconds and we find out. Caspi driving, floater inside, it's tied. 6.2 seconds to go. Timeout Georgia, and that happened really quick.
Well, they got the thing going to the hoop. They've got the shooter on the lane, so they can't help off Panini. And Caspi this time gets solid and finishes the play. Pachulia's so smart. I'm not going to foul you. I'm not going to give you the and one. He could have fouled him hard, but he was late. And we got 6 seconds.
Now where do you go if you're Georgia? You got the big shot out of Dixon Jr. You go back there in a screen and roll situation for him, maybe, for Coach Juros.
I'm a great believer in you go. One, you have to take into account who wants it. Well, probably all these guys do.
Marcus Vilius hit some big shots.
Depends who he wants to take it out of bounds. Because if he doesn't want Dixon out of bounds, you're probably going to get it to him and let him go early. But I'd give it to Sangalia. If it was me, I would give it to Sangalia and have him penetrate and have him go hard, because he's probably going to get fouled. The other option is you run something cute and just try and give it to Pachulia around the ring, because there's no one who could stop him if you execute.
Georgia sends Marcus Vilius, Sanaze, Sangalia, Pachulia, Dixon on the floor for the final 6.2 seconds.
It's on the side, so they can't really just throw it to Pachulia.
Blaza will check in alongside Ohayon, Caspi, Ilyahu, and Mikal. No big on the floor for Israel. It's Dixon with the game on the line. Pachulia inside. He's blocked at the rim, and we have an extra session.
Pachulia stands under the ring and smiles. He stands under the ring and smiles.
Looked as though there was a lot of contact.
Wow.
But Pachulia smiling as he slowly saunters off the court. Bottom line is it's 89 all.
Yeah.
And we have overtime to play. Here's the replay. You decide at home.
That's a foul. I still think he should make the shot, but he gets bumped coming across sideways. There's a foul.
Wow.
Blazer fouls him. Caspi, probably gets the block and is clean. But the Blazer gets him right there with a foul. It doesn't matter which angle you look at. But these things have a habit of evening itself out. I'm sure there's some other stuff. This just happened at the end of the game. Hey, we get another 5 minutes. We're loving it.
Absolutely loving it. Do me a favor, do not tell my missus that I'm having fun. I'm supposed to be working right now. 89 all. As Israel and Georgia trying to fight it out to head to Istanbul. For Israel, they have to do it without their emotional leader, their heart and soul, Howell, who's out of the game with the 5 fouls. That's still important here.
Well, Israel shot 64%. They've only taken 11 threes, and they still haven't won. And that's, it's a testimony to Georgia's quality and strength that they've actually managed to get themselves. They were 10 down on a number of occasions. Dixon's shot, the 3 was huge. Because here's the drive by Caspi to give Israel the lead.
Caspi tied it up with that layup. It was a tough one too, but Shuli had the opportunity to get the win.
Well, he could say he got away with a travel on it as well, but
yeah. So
let's just call it even. And what we've got is 89 apiece.
The way they started, we still have 5 more minutes in this extra session. An important game for these two teams. Dixon comes off the screen, Sangilia right at the rim to start off.
Great play. Blazer got caught looking at the ball. Great timing on the pass by Dixon.
Dixon has that look in his eye right now that we haven't seen throughout the tournament. Ohayon, Blazer for 3. Sangilia comes away with the rebound. You see the 5 on the floor for Israel. Marcus Feely for 3, left it short. Rebound Pachulia, fresh 14. Dixon again. Oh!
Well,
He's living for the moment right now. Michael Dixon again with the 3.
You said he had a look. Damn. Didn't even think.
94-89. Mikal driving inside. Layup is good.
And don't forget, Sangilia had no right to keep that rebound alive. Israel had it and he knocked it away.
Dixon turning the corner. Back out. Sandaze. That's a 2. Indeed. Georgia's come out firing in this overtime session. The lead is 5. Mikal driving again. Caspi. Marcus Feely pokes it away. Caspi now splits a double team. Marcus Feely with another steal. Out of bounds. The other way we go. Yahoo will check back in as we take a look at the good defense by Marcus Feely. He was right in his jersey.
And isn't this the frustration? Because Georgia can be very active on defense. He's just shown it. All they need to do is 5-10 minutes of that during the game. Tremendous effort by Marcus Feely.
Dixon uses the Pachulia screen. Dixon. Sangilia, 10 on the shot clock. They go inside Pachulia. Pachulia spins into a double team. Loses the ball. 4 seconds. Sangilia in and out. Ilyahu ahead. Panini thought about the 3. Now Ilyahu with the push. Left it short. A flat-footed rebound by Pachulia. And Dixon content to use some clock. The lead is still 5. Dixon, Sangilia. Sanaze on the curl. Pachulia up fake. Got his man in the air and he'll go to the line for 2.
You've got to say, in the last part of the game, Georgia have made some great heads-up decisions. They're the team that looked in control of the situation. Get the ball in Pachulia's head, gets the fake, gets the fouls, goes to the free throw line. Chance to make it a 7-point lead with 2.5 to go.
Ilyahu picks up his 5th foul. He's gone. No how, no Ilyahu. The lead is 5 for Georgia, with Pachulia with a chance to push it to 7. For the first time in the game, you hear the Georgia supporters making some noise. And there are a lot of them here.
Yep.
Tough break there for Israel. Timeout on the floor. 99-91 is the score as we take a look at the replay here. They tried to tap it off the ring, did Caspi, but it goes in. Bad luck there for Israel. 99-91 the score. Georgia up. 2:28 remaining in the overtime session.
Well, it's the last shot, last throw of the dice here for Coach Endelstein. I still think they've had so much joy off the pick and roll action at the top, whether it's for Mikal to score or to kick it. But Georgia have done a reasonable job staying with a shooter. So Georgia won't mind giving up 2. If they have to give up anything, if they challenge that shot, they won't want to foul it. And then the issue is with Pachulia on the inside and St. Galia making great decisions, and Dixon, it's really going to be hard to get Georgia to go early. They won't. They're going to try and milk the 24 for the rest of the game.
And we see the big-time 3 by Michael Dixon Jr. here in the overtime period. So pure, did not hesitate. Looks for those moments. And you see the bench reaction. Full court pressure, Michael Dixon Jr. has 18 and 6. Ohayon on the ball right now. Time of the essence now for Israel. Mikal has been excellent all game long. That 3 way off. And Sangilia vacuums it in.
And again, it's what was working was him turning the corner and kicking, or turning the corner and scoring. Coming the wrong way, coming the other way, and a bad 3. It's Georgia's to control now. Time of possession.
Sangilia with 5 to shoot. Driving, crossing over to the tin. Can't get it to go, but a fresh shot clock after the Pachulia rebound. And Pachulia will go to the line now for 2 more free throws. Fouls carry over from the 4th quarter into the overtime session. Israel was already in the penalty, and Pachulia will try to make them pay here and stretch the lead to double digits. Well, if you were wondering whether or not the scoreboard could tick over to triple digits here in Group B, it just happened for the first time. It's a 10-point game. Minute 47 to go. All is not lost on Israel, but they need baskets. There's a guy that could get them in a hurry, Panini. Mikal crossing over, driving in. Layup no good. Kadar fighting on the boards. Vacuumed in by Marcashvili, and Dixon slows it down. 1:25 to go. Marcashvili for 3. No good. Panini pulls it down. Still light for Israel. Panini dribbling up front court. Ohayon using the screen. Lost the handle. Pachulia on the ground. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Israel. They'll be on this side of the ball with 13 on the shot clock. Good hands there, Pachulia poking it away and then getting on the floor. That's what you want out of your NBA champion, your leader. That man right there, fortunately, unable to play this overtime session, picking up the 5th foul. They miss him offensively. Mikal will pull up. No, he won't. Panini now will drive inside. Kadar. Caspi is going to have to put it up for 3. No good. Pachulia with another board. And the Georgia supporters starting to feel it. Dixon. He was the hero late in the game. Sangilia! It's 12. Ohayon to Caspi. Deep 3. No good. Sangilia with the rebound. Starting to settle in now. Sangilia driving to the tin. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, there's hugging, there's celebrations on that Georgia bench, and they've been to the brink in this game, and have found the way. They've refused to lose.
Off camera, Michael Dixon Jr. was firing up the Georgia supporters as Sangilia steps to the line. Missed the first free throw. He was the one really to steady the ship when they couldn't find anything offensively. St. Gilia kept them in the game to allow guys like Pachulia and Dixon Jr. to step up in big ways. Double-double, huge one for him. 25 and 19 after that free throw.
Well, they got 5 guys in double digits. St. Gilia has his 25 points. Dixon's chipped in with a huge 18, no bigger than the threes he made in the end of regulation and early in overtime. Pachulia sits down. What does it mean to play for your national team? Everything. When he hits the deck, everything.
Mikhail Ohayon, this is a 3. Left it short. Dixon picks it up. He won't have to shoot. Shot clock turned off. Georgia gets the win that they needed, and now look to move to Istanbul. Israel is now eliminated from contention of heading on to Istanbul. Italy and Georgia are through. We have our top 4. We just don't know how we'll seed. Important games tomorrow on match day 5. Georgia win 104-91.
Wow, there's great scenes of jubilation in that Georgian camp. And we'll say this now, I go back to game day 1 when we said they could go deep in the tournament. Now they've really almost blown the whole deal, but you're not going to want to play them. They've got size, they've got ability to shoot the ball, they've got players who take responsibility. Shengelia just led his team now. And they found a way to beat an inspired Israeli team that went 62% from the field. They went 3 from 16 from the three-point line. That's not really the big, but Georgia with 50 rebounds to 22.
Unbelievable.
Is an amazing number. And in the end, they still only won in overtime. And it's a testimony to how well this Israeli team came out and played. 25 for Shengelia, he has 25 and 19. Wow. Just say that, 25 and 19. I know the only numbers that really matter are 104 and 91, but that is a hell of a performance. That's a way to bounce back. When you've been doubted and challenged, I think they're back on track. Whenever they cross over, you ain't gonna want to play this team.
It will be tough indeed. Tomorrow sets up some tasty matchups. We have Lithuania and Germany playing for seed number 1 in Group B, and then Georgia and Italy tomorrow as well for seeds 3 and 4.
Well, you could end up with a tie with 3 wins after. It's a bit still, whoever, but it's hey, they're great games. Then we got Ukraine and Israel for a little bit of pride and a little bit of let's sign off here in Tel Aviv with a home win, perhaps, stuff like that.
It's an amazing scene here. Was an amazing scene here. A great game that needed overtime to be decided. 104-91 the score. Great game for St. Gilia, leading his team.
What a performance. You gotta love it. I mean, I just love it when guys in these types of tournaments step back up. They've been challenged in all sorts of ways. I still think they're a competitor. If they can just play a little bit more defense, if they can find a way to not give easy things up, which is they gave up a lot of eases tonight. I think they're a competitor, genuine competitor, and a contender for for the title even.
Well, they have it all, and it was all on display tonight. One more game to go, though. They play Italy tomorrow. They'll be riding high after this victory, 104-91 in overtime. Georgia get it done and are on the way to Istanbul. We will leave you with the pictures and see you tomorrow for match day 5.